Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nadiya Nur Putri. On this occasion, I want to present the paper that I have compiled previously. The title of my paper is Using Movies to Improve Students' Vocabulary Mastery, a Literature Review. Before I start the presentation, I want to tell you first the table of content of my presentation. The first, I will present about the introduction. It consists of background information, reasons, aims, and theories. And the second, I will explain the results of my literature review. And the third is about the discussion of my literature review, and the last one is conclusion of my literature review. Okay, let's move to the first topic. The first topic is about the introduction. Here, there are 4 points that I will explain. The first point is about the background information. The basis for doing this research is students' English mastery is influenced by vocabulary mastery. Without mastering vocabulary well, it is impossible for students to be able to write, speak, and understand the meaning of the English they read or hear. By mastering vocabulary, students will find it easier to understand the meaning of the text they read, easily understand the meaning of what they hear, and be able to express their ideas using English language, and they will be able to speak or communicate with others using English language. And the second point is about the reason. Appropriate techniques. Improving students' vocabulary mastery needed an appropriate technique. In addition to appropriate techniques, new techniques or methods are also needed. They are fun, effective, and able to increase students' learning motivation. Without the right technique or method, the process of improving vocabulary mastery will be tedious and difficult to achieve. The third point is about the aims. The purpose of the researcher in conducting this research is to review that the use of movies is a new technique that can improve students' vocabulary mastery, and review the problems experienced when applying the use of movies to improve vocabulary mastery in the learning process. The last point is the theory from Rahman and Lydia. From Rahman, there is a significant relationship between the frequency of students watching movies with their vocabulary mastery. And then, according to Lydia et al., stated that students' vocabulary mastery increased after being taught through movies. So, this study concludes that the use of movies is a new method that is fun, effective, increases learning motivation, and is able to improve students' vocabulary mastery. The next topic is about the result. The use of movies in students' vocabulary learning contributes to increasing students' vocabulary mastery. It can be seen from previous studies on movies to improve students' vocabulary mastery. Khalid et al. Conducted a research with the aim of investigating vocabulary learning through video. This research focuses on how video affects listening and speaking fluently. Apart from that, it also improves writing and reading by reading subtitles from in videos. The results obtained from this study are watching videos can increase vocabulary for new students. The second study was Lydia et al. Who conducted research on vocabulary learning through video with the aim of knowing the increase in students' vocabulary mastery after they were taught through video as a learning, and to find out the difficulties experienced by students with the application of the use of movies. This study uses one group pre-test and post-test design. And and then the result showed that there was a significant increase between pre-test and post-test, namely 5% and 23 degrees of freedom. Not only that, the result of this study also show that students have difficulty understanding difficult words or phrases, native speaker pronunciation, and native speaker speed. Although students find it difficult, students are able to improve vocabulary mastery. From the result obtained, it is concluded that movies are recommended to be used as alternative media in teaching vocabulary. Looking at the result of the two previous studies, this research concludes that movies are considered a fun and modern learning method that is better than the old or classic method. This certainly affects students' ability to better remember the vocabulary they get from movies. Move from the result, let's move to the discussion. Although the use of movies is a fun and modern learning method that is better than the old method, some students still experience difficulties when this method is applied to the learning process. The first is that some students have difficulty understanding difficult words or phrases. And the second is that some students have difficulty understanding the pronunciation of native speakers. And the last is that some students feel that native speakers speak too fast, so that students find it difficult to catch new vocabulary. So in this study, the researcher suggests that the next researcher investigates how to overcome the problems experienced by students when the method of using English movies is applied to the learning process. The researcher also recommends that English teachers are advised to use movies with English movies The researcher also recommends that English teachers are advised to use movies because this method is an alternative method to help students develop and improve their vocabulary mastery. Okay. Our last topic is about the conclusion. In this paper, the researcher reviews several important issues related to the use of movies in learning to improve students' vocabulary mastery. Literature review shows that the use of movies in students' vocabulary learning contributes to increasing students' vocabulary mastery. The review revealed that watching movies is considered a fun and modern learning method that is better than the old or classic method. This certainly affects students' ability to better remember the vocabulary they get from watching movies. Furthermore, this paper states that movies are recommended to be used as alternative method in teaching vocabulary. Teachers and students are advised to use movies to improve their vocabulary mastery because vocabulary plays an important role in mastering a language and provides them with an interesting, fun, and exciting alternative to learn a language. The finding of this literature review show that the use of movies in improving students' vocabulary mastery is very effective and needs to be applied by teachers and students in the learning process, especially language learning. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you for your attention and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.